Okay. Sorry about all that, everybody. Technical issues. Anyway, we've got another exciting Mythistic Quest tournament here today. Okay. I'll say it right now. I am sorry to both of you, as I will probably butcher your names. Mika versus Malle. That's just the best of two. Malle having a lead right now. As we all know, they already picked up the seeds, and Mika, well, they're both just about to be at the Flamosaurus Rex, which, as we all know, is one of those mobs that you'll always have to take down. Oddly enough, it is undead. We just can't use Cure on it, which is always sad. So, chat, for now, I'm gonna need your help on that one, but as always, we cure this thing to death, so Tristram's just basically a human meat shield here. Because basically his attacks will either... Well, they're already weak to... Well, he's already got resistance to it, so it's really not gonna, deal as much damage as we would like. Looks like both of them will actually survive with not getting a super trolly ice, bone dungeon. And with the sub 11 minutes, actually sub 10:30, which is still very good. I think my PB was what, around 10:45-ish. Also finishing off the Flamosaurus Rex. The one boss we all love to hate. Actually, no, wait. That's the very first mob in the game. Now, I know this race was sort of thrown together at the last minute, yet both of them should be, in for a... Everybody here should be in for a treat. I still have to laugh at their names. One's named after a clock, and the other one's asking for help. Considering Ben always needs help. Especially since he is the one character that we drag everybody down. Well, everybody but Tristram, who drags us down. Now, as many know, this game's music is amazing, and hopefully both of them will remember to pick up the Steel Shield, as we need the speed from that. Not only does it offer a bit of extra defense, it's very useful for, the actual +5 speed it gives. and both of them about to give each other a virtual high five. Well, they're in the same room, so one leaving, one just about to go get their steel shield. So, I'll ask chat now. What do you think the craziest thing we'll see here is? Will we see a floor 6? Will we see some baby raids? Will they both be Pog champs and have a champions battle? Will the bird say nope to one of them? I do not know. But that is how the game works. Again, Mystic Quest is an easy game to learn. One of our major glitches is done just by turning on the game. The programmers figured nobody would overplay this game in one sitting. We don't need to mess with the partner's resistances. Just loading up the game will give you that person's resists. I can wish for the best luck for both of them. I can. Because they've already got some today. Especially getting this match going in, what, I think 5 hours? And, well, Mal picking up the fire, always a useful safety. I know I have personally not been picking it up lately, but then again, I've been making some dumb mistakes during my runs, so it's always worth having. Didn't get to whether did or did not pick up the fire as well. Chat, please correct me if you saw it or not. Plus, I also did see whether or not either of them picked up Quake, because I know one of our runners, who's also in this tournament, some DDR noob, actually came up with how to skip Quake and strats for that. Also, huge shoutouts to Feasel for actually getting this match restreamed within, what, I think they said about, what, 5:59 today? And we were able to get this going in like 4 hours, so hey. Actually 3, but yeah, shoutouts again. Now both of them are in the wintry cave, which, if they haven't duped already, they will be duping seeds. Which, usually at this part of the game, we let Phoebe basically carry us throughout this entire thing. Ben won't really be, you know, that useful until later on, once we get RO. He is basically a meat shield for Phoebe. Now, Phoebe gives us the Cat's Claw, which, oddly enough, is a very good weapon. It gives us +5 magic. Well, all the claws give us that. I guess you could say it is Lavos' shell. Shoutouts to Chrono Trigger. Because, yeah, some of those mobs really do look like the Lavos spores. Then again, that is another Square Enix game. Well, Squaresoft at the time. Which is still a very good game. Now, as you can see, fire basically kills these mobs easily. I know I personally have seen some very interesting route choices by all of our runners. Wow, I did not ever notice that. Mind you, this game, despite being an RPG for beginners, was Europe's first Final Fantasy. As It was released under Final Fantasy Mystic Quest Legends. No, it was Mystic Quest Legends, as the original Mystic Quest was Final Fantasy Adventures on the Game Boy, at least in Europe. I feel sorry for our European friends, but I shouldn't even say friends there, for those living in Europe, just mainly because your first Final Fantasy was this, at least your second Final Fantasy was FF7. Although, it's not one of my favorite, well, it's not my favorite Final Fantasy, that goes to 6. But both of them are making quick work of this cave. We'll soon be getting up to the, let's see. Oh yeah, the giant squid. The giant squid boss that never launches ink at us. You'd think it's a squid. A calamari. So you'd think that it would be susceptible to, what, at least launching ink at them? Guess not. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Review check. Yeah. FF7, although I did enjoy the game, my heart still goes out to 6, because that got me into RPGs. That alone, you know, just... Oh god. Shoutouts to Splatoon 2. Which I will be probably picking up maybe next week or the week after that, but... Then again, yes, I do have a Switch, so hey. And I can't wait for the Virtual Console. Maybe we'll actually get this on there. I know they did re-release it on the Wii. If you guys want to try it yourself. But yes, you'll see, I guess, only 2 glitches. And one of them, as I said, was them turning on the power. Because we play this game to completion, unlike a lot of speedruns, you know, where you will pause, you know, partway through and reset if you screw up. This is one of those games that you're really not going to do that. It's such a short run that you're just going to go all the way through. But it's one of those games that, well, as close as they are together, if I believe Mika's just about to get to the squid fight. Well, they're both on the same fight. They both are. One of them actually getting good partner help, the other having to actually use the manual settings, which isn't a bad thing. It just costs a little bit overall. Now, I know they're both, you know, hoping to, you know, do very well in this. And it looks like, actually I couldn't see that much because that was just the items menu. It looks like Malle's being the first to go against the squid. And it looks like, yes, Mika did pick up Quake. Quake, a very useful spell in the early game, but not the best spell in the late game. Mind you, the most busted spells in the game: Life, Cure, Exit, Flare, Meteor. Oh no, I guess too, but yeah, those are the 8 spells that basically you will see our runners use the most. And heal occasionally. if our partner's gonna die. Yeah, Centaurs with the Jazz Ant. Yes, looks like neither of them are getting super trolled. Now on their way back to, well, on their way to get the Wake Water, which it's water that's supposed to actually heal, you know, to stop this frost, apparently, or at least that's what Phoebe's hoping. It only brings back one plant. I guess the person we get it from, which is an old man, was probably drinking it or something? But apart from that, we'll continue on their way out. Now, well, most runners will skip this chest that Mika just, you know, passed. I personally will collect it. But then again, I am someone who tinkers with this game, so I have a route or two that involves that. Yeah, so is mine. So is mine. Our runners are allowed to watch the stream and watch each other's streams because this, unlike most things nowadays, is not randomized. At least with item locations. The game itself is already randomized all, but anywhere from a floor 6 to a floor 2. Or well, for me, it's a floor 6 or a floor 2. For everybody else, it's floor 6 or floor 1. Ben looking like... well, Vila and crew looking like they're going to go up and heal. Personally, at this time, we all have our own crazy routes in this game. We all do. But no, now this block puzzle here, I don't know what the developers were thinking in the fact of leaving a, you know, we're supposed to actually use all three of these blocks for one particular thing at a time. However, we're speedrunners. We can actually remember that we have more than one block at a time, thus pushing another one out of the way, and reusing one actually allows us to skip a couple fights here. No, you know how to play this game. You honestly do. I do have to say that this game has actually become quite addicting. Especially trying to crack every little amusing thing in this game because, well, it's fun! It's a good game to tinker around with. And in fact, I finally got a 230 earlier this week, which was amazing. I hope both of them actually get a better time than I do. Because, well, I know I suck at this game. Improving, but still suck. So as you can see on Mal's side, you're not supposed to actually remember that you have a block here to be able to push things over and actually save yourself a trip. You're supposed to push one of those blocks back over there, which I can't see me pointing, but that corner to the right, where you have an extra 2 fights, you're supposed to actually have to battle those enemies. Us being speedrunners, and, you know, most people can realize this, that, yes, you can actually go through and push another block again. Now, both of them are going to be on the giant snow crab fight, which, oddly enough, it's a snow crab. I personally am not a fan of crabs, but then again, that is surprising considering where I live. But they'll both be roasting it to death with lightning bolts, and if they run out of lightning, they will also be using fire. Lightning, because it deals more damage, but surprisingly, the crab is also afraid of an axe. I guess it would have made more sense if it was afraid of a hammer, but it's the closest thing we get in this game. Now, you'll see them, you know, hoping that the crab won't use its ice attack, which hurts us and heals it, because it apparently hits every enemy. Well, basically everybody on screen. And Mika heading into the ice pyramid. Now, there are enemies here, and there is an item needed to see them. We just don't ever go pick it up. I mean, there's ways of acquiring it rather than picking it up in the treasure chest, but we don't go get that chest. It's just useless. It really is useless. Okay, now they'll both will have to deal with invisible enemies, but at least they're visible during the battles. And unlike classic Final Fantasy, even them being visible on the screen, well, on the overworld screen, does not mean that we can't hit them. Their evasion is not, you know, subject to everything. Unlike most vanish spells. Now, you'll notice that they're both really close. In fact, once one of them finishes a fight, the next one, you know, the other one is basically just going into that fight. So we might be seeing a very neck-and-neck race tonight. Now, they both are in Group G. I'm not sure who else is in that group. Hold on, and I'll actually look it up. So, Group G. You got Malle, Dancho, and J-Shot. Looks like this is Mika's first match of the tournament, and Mal's second. So I guess I'll root for Mika just so we can get more Mystic Quest action. Which will be nice. It will be very nice. Now both of them, actually they're in sync. Just about in sync. One gets a squid, the other one gets a sphinx and a squid. Now those sphinxes are weak to life. You'll be seeing a lot of life around here. Even in this frozen wasteland, life still exists. And Mal's forgetting to flip the switch, at least for now. Oh, but they remember. Good, good. Now, you'll see us use bombs a lot in this run. Because apparently it is the one weapon they expect you to have. Because essentially we will only pick up any weapons upgrades that we walk by. But that's how the game is. Now you see these giant eyeballs with tentacles. They do remind me of the enemy from Final Fantasy. Except those don't reflect back magic and aren't a pain in the ass to kill. I mean, at least they're not using status ailments, but when we rely heavily on magic, it's going to be a little hard. Now, you also see the return of the giant snow crab. What's really amusing is enemy bosses will immediately become mobs a lot of the time. Like Dullahan later, which is oddly enough missing not only its head, but its horse's head. But you'll see that both of them are going to go flip the switch so they can continue onward and upward. Which, oddly enough, this pyramid is really weird. It's giant, it's frozen like anything, and yet it still is frozen even when we thaw it out. Now, I hope both of them remembered to dupe enough seeds to get through here. Because seeds are our life. They're basically our best item in the game. You will see us use seeds early, often. Whenever we cast a spell, we'll most likely be using a seed right after it. Essentially, they're what keeps us alive. Because seeds heal magic. And we use a lot of magic in this game. In fact, we really don't, level up any of the weapons. Except for bombs, which go to jumbo bombs. And then mega grenades. What does a mega grenade do? And how do you use it? You just throw it. Essentially, when Ben asks how to use it, he's told, just throw it. Just throw it. So apparently in order to throw a bomb, you actually have to be told that you need to throw a bomb. I don't know about the rest of you, but that's sort of self-explanatory. Now, later on you'll see, them both facing a giant frozen golem. In fact, that'll be the boss for this area. I just hope they both remember to pick up the river coin. As we need that. We need that a lot. We need that to continue onward. And as you will see, after this we'll be picking up one of our most potent weapons in this game. Exit. Because not only does it help you teleport everywhere, but banishing a mob, despite not giving experience, is something always useful. We gotta go fast. We gotta go fast. Then again, even going fast, we still want to have some safeties. Which I wonder whether or not both of them will actually take the Aegis shield later on. I know some runners swear by it. In fact, I know Mars is basically planning on taking it no matter what. Thanks to losing his first race, by not. But what you saw, you just pick up is the last of our inventory items that we will need because we need them in a specific order in order to initiate our second glitch, which is in the next area. You will see us buy 0 seeds. Those seeds that we duped earlier, which essentially using an item in battle will let you, if your partner's in manual, using an item, and then backing out and then running away, the game will credit you with another copy of that item. Sort of like how in Final Fantasy II you could target a party member at least on the NES, you know, choose to fight them multiple times so that at the very end, backtrack out and it would actually rebuild up your skill levels. Now, I can say for sure that although the current item order really doesn't matter, it's more of a convenience sake. Because the only thing that the game will effectively, alter is whatever's in the 4th slot. We choose to have seeds in the 1st slot because, well, it's the energy you use the most, and having it easily accessible really does save time on the menuing. It really does. Now, this game does allow us to buffer a lot of inputs in there, which is very useful. It is. You'll see us, also switching back and forth between manual and auto on a regular basis, just because the AI in this game is very good. Our partner's AI is very smart. Except when they have a brain fart. Except when they basically just fail. Like, don't swing your weapon when you have magic. Or, for example, as soon as you have 2 different mobs on the screen, instead of using their weapon that will one-shot them, like Fever, for example, if you got 2 of the same mob, and they're both weak to lightning, still use lightning. Whereas if you have a pattern that has 2 of that mob, and 1 other mob that is also weak to lightning, she'll actually use it. She'll either fire her arrows or single target the mob. Looks like both of them will be around, either gear around a 45, which isn't bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad either. And as you just saw, we pick up the Knight's Sword. It is essentially the only non-mandatory weapons you will see us pick up. And that's namely because we walk right by it. Now, we're getting close to the giant block of ice that is this area's boss. And oddly enough, if we could see the mobs, in this next area, you would be surprised about how frightening it is. Because if we make one wrong step in any direction before walking up, before climbing up that wall, we will have to fight 2 more mobs. Because essentially there are 3 mobs around us. Yes, it is a very even race so far, but the bird and exit battlefield will be a definite deciding factor. Entering the actual ice golem fight. Now, choosing to actually make sure everything is good. Don't save! Don't! I was starting to worry there. But again, this game, unlike most conventional RPGs at the time, uses the X button for the save anywhere function. The start button ends up being our menuing, which is a little counterintuitive. Now, because this boss... Sorry about that, everybody. Because this boss is made of ice, well, of course, fire hurts ice. Fire melts ice. I mean, even in Pokemon, fire melts ice. And looks like Mal is hopefully going to taking a death on purpose. Because once BB's gone, we can't revive them. We choose to not pick up life. Because, well, you'll see in a bit why we don't pick up that. And as you can see, when this boss uses its Blizzard spell, it will heal itself. Because why not heal itself with a Blizzard and also deal less damage? Looks like Mika's on the final part of the fight, where the semi-congealed, last part of the... Oh, and they're done! Now, will they remember to pick up the river coin? Well, that's a no-brainer. Now, from here, you'll see us pick up our most dangerous weapon in the game. And you'll also see us clear out the only battlefield in this game that matters. The exit battlefield. Now, the mobs there are a combination of the giant squid and sphinxes. A giant squid by itself, or a giant squid and a sphinx. We don't want to see those sphinxes, because, well, we're already going to have to deal with that. If battlefield requires 10 fights, we choose to just use bombs to clear out the entirety of it. Now, let's start guessing how many squid fights Mika will need, and how many actual sphinxes they will see. Check, get your guesses in right now. My guess is, well, I would say 42 because that's the answer to everything, but I don't want to wish bad luck on Mika or Mal. And Mal finishing up their actual Ice Golem fight. My guess is, because I have seen a perfect 0, I'll go with the average of 2, maybe 3. For both of them. Because that way it's a little entertaining for us without wishing too much bad RNG on them. I think 3 works. So let's start counting. Oh, there's one Sphinx already. Mika. And remembering to run away. There's the first squid. There's 2. Come on. Oh god, 3. I will apologize if it's more. I apologize if it's more. Good. I've only seen 3. I know, even during my, during my PB, I think I got like 4 or 5, and yeah, this game really can screw you over sometimes. This is one of them. See, and Mal just about to head down to pick up their copy of Exit. You'll see us using Exit a lot. Because why walk when you can teleport? Why fight a mob when you can teleport? And that's 4 Mika. See, Mal, none so far. 5. Oh god. Please don't let it get to 42. Just don't let it get to 42. I understand 42 is the end of everything, but still. Oh god. I'm sorry. This is commentary's curse. I'm sorry. Seven. Oh god, I'm sorry. I am sorry. 7, so lucky number 7 so far. Mal is... I haven't seen a single one yet for them. Now, what you'll see from here is you'll see us go into this tower again. It's called Focus Tower because it's the focus of attention for the entire plot. 8, 9 total between them. Because one on Hal's. That's sort of just... I don't know what to say. 9? Oh dear God. Why? Why are these fixes? Okay, 10 between them. 11? I think someone's guess about 17 might come true. 12? Ugh, God, just God. And I thought I've had some bad luck before. 13. Ah, good. I was also getting another one. It's 14. Hey, 3 more and someone in chat will actually be correct. And I was saying, hopefully saying 3 between them. And Mal now has exit. And is now working on their block puzzle. We're required to actually push this platform over to this point here, and we are finally getting through there. I know they're ecstatic. Now, after this block puzzle, which the game, even if you screw up, the game will put you back, will put the block back unless you put it in this specific frame, this specific spot. The game won't let you screw up. Yeah, 15 sounds about right. And I think it was 11 for Mal and 4 for... Sorry, 11 for Mika and 4 for Mal? Ah. Now, what you'll see coming up is one of the most amusing parts in this game. We're going to be buying every major item that we need for the rest of the game. Except for the Thunder Rock. How, you ask? Well, that's because we're going to go buy 0 seeds. Yes, this game lets you buy 0 of an item. For some reason it will. You'll see us go do that, just like Mal's doing that now. Using their last seed first. Buying 0. Now, let's go use it. Using that, and hey, we now have a new item in our inventory. It's called the Sun Coin. Sun Coin is a key item. Because this game lets you buy 0 of an item, it transforms the next item to it into an actual other item. It just so happens to be the Sun Coin, which we will need later on in the game, but because of that, there is no space for the cures that we want to buy, so the game allows us to rewrite our own inventory. We choose 19 because it gives us the coins for the next 2 parts of the game, and then the Mobius quest, which you will see us use later on. Now, oddly enough, you won't see the overworld map from now on, at least in the next area we go to. Why, you ask? Because, well, we didn't rescue the fire crystal. Who needs it? We really don't need it when we can just straight up give the item that's needed to get to the next area, as you see from both of them, and, well, continue walking by. Now, coming up right now, you'll meet who knew Ben actually had a sandwich in his pocket. Because you'll see them both drop a sandwich. And hey, virtual high five on both of them! They'll both be entering the mummy fight. Yeah, they both dropped their Reuben sandwich. And they're both in the fight at the exact same time. Let's see. And they're both done that one. Wow. Virtual high fives for days. This is how close this race is. They're both at the same thing. Now you'll see... Oh god. It's Tristram again. The guy who stole the Dragon Claw from us wanted us to pay 20... I think it's what? 2,000 gold just for elixir? And then basically just wanders off. Mind you, it has some of the best music in the game. And you can even tell that, you know, Ben understands that one because you always see a little question mark, exclamation mark anytime he is near. But that's mainly to the fact of how annoying he is. Now, the sad thing is he cannot basically kill these mummies. They are strong against his attack, and the only way he can actually kill them is by one-shotting them with a critical. And, oh yeah, he misses a lot. A lot. Like, was he even looking at the enemies? Now, these ghosts, on the other hand, can be dealt damage by him. And in fact, he can one-shot them. Now, will either of them care to heal Ben? Or do they really want to have to deal with Tristram alone? Or Tristram, I have no clue how to pronounce his name. But from here, you'll see us talk to the Deku Tree. And the Deku Tree doesn't like to talk to us because we don't have a fairy with us. And oddly enough, we didn't bring the Kakiri sword with us. That's because a green elf stole it. He did, on the other hand, leave a gigantic axe, which we don't really need. Now, you'll see that we both realize, you know, you'll see them both talk to the tree. Tree won't listen, and just as the smart idea for once to say, hey, maybe we should go find someone who can talk to trees. And Ben will suddenly remember, hey, Kaylee can talk to trees. Maybe we should go get her. And so we're heading back to talk to her. First, we'll stop by and see someone named Spencer in his little cave below Phoebe's house. Spencer is Phoebe's granddad. Spencer is trying to free some guy named Captain Mac. Which, his ship for some reason is on a cliff with no water. How the hell did he get to that? I don't know. We really don't care. But yes, he is trying to dig away to get him back. Because it's Captain Mac. Oddly enough, Captain Mac is also Kaylee's dad. So we have Phoebe's granddad trying to rescue Kaylee's dad while we're just out and about strolling around and bothering them. Now, this is amusing. As soon as we go talk to him, hey! Tristram, so, you know, basically it's like, hey! Why don't you come with me and help find some treasure? It's Spencer, rather than actually doing the smart thing and helping, you know, considering his work's like, sure! But then you'll see both Mika and Al getting the hook shot. Which, as you know, just stole from us at the beginning of the game. Now, Phoebe here is like, she can't believe her grandfather wanted to do that. So she's going to take a bomb and see about blowing it open herself. And as you can see, that really didn't work out. Never give Phoebe a bomb. Just never give Phoebe a bomb. She'll destroy whatever she's near. Now, what's really funny is, remember Kaylee? The girl who got poisoned? Well, she was what, level 3? Yep, apparently sleeping raises your level. She gained, what? 28 levels? I think that's right. Just by sleeping. I wish Ben could gain that many levels, but then that would make the final boss fight harder. It honestly would. So now you'll see us, coming back down here. Miss that staircase, which surprisingly you think we might want to go to. You'll see it. It just saves time to walk out the tower, setting our exit point to there. Now, you'll see us walk down and pick up Aro, the wind spell for the game, which surprisingly, a lot of the enemies in the wind area are, well, weak to wind. Now we will have to fight some enemies in here, especially in this Doom Castle area. Now what's really amusing is, although you may think otherwise, all three of those mobs can be killed with life. Which means it is possible to one-shot all of them. But they're in the final area of the game. This is called Doom Castle, which is why this place is called Focus Tower. It is the focus of the entire game. It is literally your final dungeon. Sorry for the spoilers there. But now with Kaylee in tow, you'll see them both go down and, well, try to talk to the Deco Tree. And Kaylee, unlike just actually can deal damage to these, it can kill them in one hit. I guess that makes her a one-hit wonder? Now, that's only if you single target. Otherwise, it takes, at least Ben helping as well. Now, both of them getting through there. But as you can see, Ben gets paralyzed. Gets petrified. We're really actually dragging down our partners here. But that's to be expected. We're under-leveled. As you can tell straight off the back, we're 20 levels lower than our partner. Which you'd kind of expect us to actually care about. And maybe we should go grind. I know there's some battlefields lying around. Maybe not, though. Now, welcome to the Deco Tree. Though the boss here is not the giant spider. It's not... God, I forget its name from Ocarina of Time. But, yeah. Deco Tree apparently is sick, and it needs us to actually get these things out of it. Why did these mummies and smaller trees get, and how did they get in there? I don't know. No one knows. Maybe the shadowy character known as Fiesel knows. I don't know. But, as you'd expect, trees. They're afraid of axes. So, the game's AI thinks, okay, hey, here's a tree. Maybe we should have Kaylee use an attack, which is an axe. And if you notice, it's gonna do pretty good. Now you'll see us pull out our good old friend, the hook shot. Actually, it's not even the hook shot, it's the claw shot. Which, as we all know, is technically better than the hook shot, just because you get 2 claw shots. Now, I know both of these runners will be taking the normal route. I know in here, I myself would actually have the Venus Shield, which is a shield we actually walked by, but didn't pick up because we didn't have the item needed to collect it. Myself, I will already have the item when walking by it, so it's worth picking up. but you'll see them actually fighting these giant worms, which apparently are weak to not only wind, but bombs, I think? And you'll see us also, you'll see our runners also switching back and forth between the sword and the bombs. Well, and the claw, too. The claw gives us +5 magic. The bombs give us nothing, but we can't miss with them. And the sword gives us +5 speed, which really is hit or miss as to whether or not the speed is worth it, mainly due to the fact that we're so underleveled. Then again, I have seen a Ben actually somehow outspeed his partner, being about like 30 level, sorry, being about 15 levels under them as far as the level goes, which was kind of amusing. So, yes, the oozes you will see in here are weak to bombs. However, this is when the game starts trolling you by giving you mobs that are, you know, weak to an item, but can reflect back all of your magic. And when I say all, I mean all. Oddly enough, though, casting any white magic spell, which is Cure, Exit, Heal, and Life, won't do anything. Sadly. I'd love it if you could basically cast a Cure on them, and it would reflect back, you know, all of it plus some. But no. Sadly, it won't. This game does so many things right, and yet, when trying to cure an enemy, it fails. It certainly does fail. Actually, there are enemies you can see us cure. Oh, outside you will see one of these ooze. Wait, is it an ooze or is it a slime? I think I see a face. Hold on, let me zoom in on my monitor. Yeah, I see one. It's small, but it's there. It's there. Now, myself, I will actually, because I know that the damage will still affect the other mobs, I will have Kaylee take the damage and just have Ben finish them off. Because, well, she can usually survive as long as you don't have her at low health. Now, you'll see Mal, and you saw, because, well, you know, walk by the items that, you know, from here. Basically, that chest contains heal potions, which we kind of want to get rid of by the time we're done Pazuzu's Tower. Pazuzu's Tower. The Jerkbird's Tower. The bird that loves to give you the finger. The first of the two bosses that can say, "Nope, you are not winning! You shall not pass!" The real final boss of the game. It is the one area that a lot of us runners would give an arm and a leg just to know how to skip and still beat the game. Now, you'll notice that at present, both of our runners have our partners on manual. That is because during this section of the game, you want to be more controlling of your allies. Because there are times when they won't do as much, you know, help. Well, there won't be as much help when they're using a weapon that will take longer to use than just straight up curing. Not curing, but straight up using an RO. Yeah, the tree is a hard part. Mind you, I've got strats for making it easier, but we all have our own individual strats. We all do. Mine is basically to tinker around with everything until I find some interesting strats that are both a cross between maybe useful strat and taking some ideas from the casual runners of this game. And by casual, I actually mean those players that have picked up the game as a kid, possibly written a guide or three just for themselves, and, well, enjoyed it, gave all some tips, and, well, hey, it worked! But then again, there's a lot of amusing things within this game. Yes, this area is long and annoying. However, there are ways around it. Making it less annoying, but that's a conversation for later, and only if you guys want to hear that one. But yeah, we kinda can't cut down the Deku tree. Yeah, no, if we could, we'd knock down the actual tree and basically just use it to straight up, okay, here, let's knock down the tree and just walk over to the tower on top of the tree. Why can't we just do that? Mind you, you'll see Mal walk by one of the most important items in the game here, heal potions. I think they could pick them up. No, wait, can they? Not sure. I think it was earlier that they did that. But that's the thing. There's so many different routes to this game that it is amusing. It is. I know everybody's got their own personal preferences here. You'll even notice it with how our players are healing. There's the whole Caster's Curse, which is the whole fact of, okay, I kind of want to heal, but I kind of don't want to use Exit, since Exit is essentially the first spell of the game. Well, the first spell on the very first line of the game. Which is useful for us, and bad when we screw up. Because exiting a dungeon respawns all the enemies. And it looks like Mal's opting to take the long route. About the same time, but I think maybe one less fight? Not sure, I think so though. Meteor. Yes, we pick up Meteor here. I know that is something that we will all pick up because it deals a lot of damage. A lot of damage. It is the third most damaging spell in the game. Sorry, fourth most damaging. Most, most damage dealing spell in the game. Anybody in chat care to guess what 1, 2, and 3 are? That would be life, along with white. Actually, life is more stronger than white with Phoebe, in my opinion. just straight up due to the fact of killing almost every mob in Doom Castle. There are a lot of mobs in there, except for the chimeras. God, I forget. Two of the bosses that you can't one-shot with life. And being able to one-shot every mob that would status hail you, that's a pretty good. Makes it a lot easier to survive in that place, even if the music's great. Now, that's the thing. Both of them have gotten really reasonable time so far. It really, except for Mika's insane insane 11 squids. Well, insane 11 sphinxes with squids. They both have been doing well. Very well. Now here comes some more metal slimes. Wait, are they slimes or slugs? If they're metal slimes, then shouldn't they be giving us a lot more experience? But if they're slugs, shouldn't a bomb kill them in one shot? Or would that require a gun? Not sure. But then again, they'd be a lot harder to kill. And here's the skeleton warriors with a bone sword, a bone shield, just completely made out of bone. Why can't we pick up their actual sword and use it against them? I mean, you could pick up a undead's arm in Breath of the Wild and just basically smack them with it. It still is funny. It still is. But yes, each of our weapons has a purpose. Dragon Claw deal a lot of different stat damages and a lot of different status effects. Now, Mika is just about to take on the giant chimera of the tree, the three-headed monster, I think it's what? A bear, a goat, and a dragon's head? Yeah! It's a chimera, which is weak to wind, but it can petrify us and paralyze us still. Now you will see us spam arrow here just because we kind of don't want to see this thing petrify or, you know, paralyze us. In fact, if Kaylee gets it petrify, this is one of the reasons why we take heal. It's not needed, but it's that useful that we just need to pick it up. Though I would love to see someone actually choose to skip heal. Skipping Quake? Yes. Skipping the Night Sword? That's optional. Skipping heal? Even if you're on world record pace, you're not skipping heal. It's that necessary. And Mal choosing to not revive Ben for now because of Kaylee being confused. And 1 second. We've reached Goon Kid! Mika has reached Goon Kid! Can we get the Goon Kid in chat, please? Goon! It's actually supposed to say go on, kid, but spacing, like, it's just Goon Kid. It's just Goon Kid. And Mal just about to take on their Cerberus, well not Cerberus, because those are later, their tri-headed monster fight. Their Chimera. So, see Mika walking down, not exiting, because we want that meteor. We want that meteor. Though, when was the last time Meteor was the strongest... Oh, not the strongest spell in a Final Fantasy game? Apart from 7, where Knights of the Round is basically the end-all be-all. You want this thing. If you can get it for free or get it as fast as anything, you want it. Now you'll see Mika going and picking up the Mega Grenades. Oh, good. See, good. They didn't hit exit. Exiting after getting the Mega Grenades, which is not good. Now you'll see them talk to Otto, not Sid, because this game isn't cool enough for a Sid or an airship, but it's just cool enough for a Chocobo. Mal, please survive. Yay! Surviving with 30 HP. Now you'll see in this mountain called Mount Gales. I guess they couldn't think of anything crazy. You'll see them, and Ben gets Doom danced. Or was that something else? Anyway, Mal's a Goon Kid. Let's Sierra Goo for them. Almost all of these mobs are real easy to take out. Just a single target arrow, maybe an attack with the axe, meteor. Basically just meteor and single target arrow. That's what I've been doing, and that's what most of the players will end up doing. But you'll see, you know, I mean, this is where we could, if we wanted to, get an actual safety here. And Mal, thinking, I know they're probably one of the newer ones, so they probably got El Megasys' guide up there. Shout out to him for basically teaching a lot of us how to play this game. Wonderful guide for this game. In fact, it's so good, it's actually on GameFAQs. If anybody wants to pick up this run, I highly recommend just typing in www.gamefaqs.com, going to the search option, typing in Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and when you go to the in-depth, once it's pulled up, go to the FAQ section, scroll down until you see Speedrun Guide, and then click on it, and then peruse it, and then find a copy of the ROM, or go pick it up the Virtual Console. The US version is actually the preferred default version because it was designed for the US, so we actually have the most broken version in the game. Download it, and then start playing. Now Mal's picked up their copy of Meteor, or Mito, or however it's supposed to be. I think it is Meteor. And now they're walking over to Windia. And they'll soon be going and picking up their Mega Grenades. To just throw. Everywhere. Yes, he currently does. What was really funny is, had a race with him and Opus, and I forget who else, on Tuesday, because it was kind of funny. He gets a 157 and calls it a bad run. I know that's, let's see, current world records, what, 152, almost 153? That's 5 minutes off of world record and you're calling that a bad run. Really? It's not really a huge margin. It's more like, I think, 4 minutes? That's not that big of a margin. That's not. That's a Pazuzu's Tower difference between a floor 6 and I think, no, it's slightly, I'd say maybe a floor 4. And now we're up at Dullahan, who's lost his head, lost his horse's head, and he's got 2 vampires with him. Which is kind of surprising. It's surprising just due to the fact that, honestly, you've got vampires that really don't even have hands. They can turn into bats, but they have no hands, they have no feet. It's like, is that supposed to be a cape, or are they wearing a Snuggie? A black Snuggie. Looks like they're cold. I'm serious. It looks like the vampires have are wearing Snuggies. The horseless rider displaced his horse's head. So he has got his own. And, well, is trying to actually stop, is somehow controlling wind. What's even more funny is that if you actually cast Life on this one, it will say it's strong to it, but if you cast Cure on it, it will have no effect. Actually, no, wait, I think it does heal them, but still. Oddly enough, the next few times you will see this mob, actually casting Life on it will one-shot them. I know I'm a fan of actually doing that, especially when I'm fighting other mobs that could be annoying. Especially in Doom Castle. Hey there, hey! There's the Headless Horseman's head. Though we lost his horse, apparently he can just hop off it. Good. Kaylee misses the Doom Dance. Or however it's called. But nice fight. Mika, you'll see them warp back. Walk, not teleport, to talk to Otto. To basically say, yeah, we fixed the, we stopped the wind. Think you could actually get, that bridge going? That rainbow road that we can't use a go-kart to cross? And he's like, hey, can you do me a favor now? Can you do me a solid? Can you go find my daughter who's in the very beginning of my tower that was stolen by this giant bird? And let her know to come home? And now, Mika entering the tower. Will she get baby raids? Sorry, will they get baby raids? Will they get Pog Champs? I don't know. While making their way up the tower, fighting these beholders, which we can't use magic on. Using magic will hurt us now. Now, working on the Dullahan fight. As we know, they've lost his head. Dullahan's lost his head. I guess it was trying to get ahead of you? I'm sorry, that was bad. That was bad. And you have the birds that are really amusing and annoying. Now this is the time of the run where I say, anybody have any ideas how to crack this place? But it is. the, by far, worst part in this game. Getting a floor 6 saves you so much time. Getting a floor 2, you're taking 10 minutes. You are straight up going to take 10 minutes just to get to the boss. It's that much of an RNG nightmare. Mal just about to finish the double hand fight. Mika talking to the jerkbird. Talking to the bane of this run. What floor will that bird go to? Will it go up? Will it go down? Will it be PogChamps? Will it be Baby Rage? I don't know. I just don't know. Now taking their exit and walking down and back to talk to Otto. Which I don't know about the rest of you, but why couldn't they just call him Sid? Why couldn't they just call him Sid? I mean, he essentially is Sid. But then again, I guess he's too cool to be called Sid? Now, Al talking to, God, I forget what her name is. Basically, Otto's kid. And now they're both fighting Beholders. The giant eye tentacle monster of this game. It's surprising. Their eyes are half closed, and as soon as you hit them, they're wide open. But yet, you'd think that they would be doing more. Nope, they're just gonna stand there, hit you, maybe self-destruct and take you out. Even then, it will only take Ben out. Kaylee and Phoebe can survive it. Thank you. You said it's... Thank you, chat. I'm not even going to try reading that right now, just because, well... magnifying on that one, but... nice, clean, you know, going through the... third up to the 5th floor, which is actually one of the floors you can talk to Pazuzu on. Most people don't realize this, but... well, a lot of people do. But he will appear on the 1st floor, the 3rd floor, the 5th floor, and the 7th floor. Normally he cannot go to the 7th floor, but he will go to the 7th floor if you have yet to talk to him. And you are then forced to talk to him. The game, however, expects that you will have talked to him either on the 1st or the 3rd floor before the 5th. Because, oddly enough, it is possible to check the 5th and the 1st floor. It requires you to go a little out of your way, but at least for checking the 1st floor before climbing, what's 30 seconds if you know you've got a floor 1? Or no, straight up, you probably might be screwed in having a floor 2. Anyway, Mika entering the Hellway. See these sphinxes? They're annoying. They're not undead, yet life will one-shot them. And that's why we use life and exit them as soon as possible, because they will kill us. They will straight up kill us. Not only can they kill us, they will kill us, and they will troll us. They are the trolliest of trolls in this entire game. No, wait. They are the... nah, I wouldn't even call it that. This hallway alone is the trolliest of troll locations pre-Doom Castle. But I'll get into Doom Castle later. As it's Doom and Gloom. All things go boom. Azu. Or Za? Or is it Zoo? I'm not sure. You have Pazuzu? And then I guess it's Za? I'm not sure. Is it Pazaza? Is it Pazuzu? Is it pizza? God, that's just making me hungry. Hey, Pazuzu! You mind teleporting away and actually getting me some food? I mean, if you're going to make us have to walk all the way up this tower, can you at least bring us back something to eat? Maybe go find that sandwich I dropped back in the rope bridge and bring it over to me? What's that? No? Ah! He teleported away again. I guess I'll just have to go find him and fight him. I mean, this area and Zoo are the two most annoying enemies in the game. Even more annoying than the final boss. But now, making their way up to the 5th floor, just about to enter the Hellway themselves, which is really amusing because you can still go talk to the bird, if you haven't already. And I was assuming Mika did not get the floor 6. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Oh. I'm sorry. It's not Baby Rage yet. It requires Mal to get a floor 1. Sorry, not floor 1. A floor 2. But then again, this is why I also like to talk to Pazuzu on floor 1. At least then I know I'm not getting a floor 1. And if I do wish to just take a floor 3, which is very rare, but it is possible, I can re-roll the fight. Oh god. It's not gonna cost you both. It's just going to, well, be annoying. It is. Now, looking like they're actually letting Mika go catch up. Which is a nice thing to do. I know for myself, I will straight up say this. This game, it can punish you for the smallest things. Dumbest things, but the funniest things too. No, no! Kaylee down! Kaylee down! Medic! Oh good. Good, it wasn't fatal. Sadly enough, you cannot die in this game. Well, you could die, but you're wounded, and, like, you're not knocked out completely. I mean, that's the way this game is. So it looks like Mal is being kind and letting Pika catch back up. To be fair, as we will all make dumb mistakes here. We all want some baby rage. Sorry, we all don't want to have some baby rage. We all don't. Then again, this game. This game. But still, that's the thing. The Jerkbird's Tower, the Pokemon's floor, which, where's the Pokeball when you need him? When you need it, just to throw it on Zazu. I mean, seriously, you can't throw a Pokeball at it? That's true. I know for myself, I will still use Ben to heal. Despite the risk, this is not impossible. My first match covering this tournament, I have saw someone legitimately exit out Doom Castle by accident and come back to win in one of our closest margins of victory. And mind you, that also had to do with picking up a certain shield, which even the world record holder will taunt you for picking up now, after they decided to give it up. Well, that won't taunt you, but you lose points in their eyes. But I'm still always a fan of picking up that item. It's namely due to the fact of, it does help. It does help. Mind you, I've even given up that item. But I have strats for avoiding it. And now they're both actually in the Hellway together? Will we see a virtual high five? Will we? I think we will. I think we will. By the way, please do follow the runners for this. They're putting on an excellent show for you all. If you haven't already. Unlike, the Super Metroid Randomizer and the Zelda Randomizer, which I know you're all longing to see more of. And I hope you all are enjoying all the tournaments here. And all the extra little events. They're all fun. Would anybody mind actually hitting... Oh God, what's the command for that? To bring up the schedule and other stuff? Then we have these wizards again. Which, oddly enough, are they floating? Wait, is that Shaft from Symphony of the Night? It looks like him. I mean, he's even got the glowing orbs. It's just not different colored. Where is... Oh wait, we do have a whip, technically. It's the Dragon Claw. I guess that means we're hunting a giant vampire then? I mean, we are climbing a tower. There is an annoying enemy here who does like to teleport away. He can fire, projectiles at us. But he's not undead. Why isn't he undead? So we can use life on him. Why? Damn you, Pazuzu! I apologize if my commentary is not the best, but it is what it is. So now let's see. Both of them are taking care of the beholders and the floating, I guess I'll call them shaft from now on? As I said, it looks like the one of the bosses from, well, Symphony of the Night. But still, both of them headed down to floor 6. Will we see the rare double floor 6? Will they both see that? Will that bird literally be standing there, trying to flip them off? Will this bird ever just leave us alone? No, it won't. It will continue to pester us, well, until the day we find a skip for him. And on that day, all Mr. Quest fans will rejoice. Because Pazuzu finally got roasted. I mean, that is technically what we do. We roast him to death. Then again, it's not KFC. Let's see. Oh! Mal's got a floor 6! Mal's got a floor 6! Can we get some Pog Champs in the chat, please? Please? Can we get some Pog Champs? Some hype! Can we get some hype? We've got a floor 6! We have a floor 6! Oh, now you've got this. Will we see the double? No. Oh. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Will Mal remember to pick up Flare? I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'm almost positive. Will Rika get a floor 5? A floor 4? A floor 1? Which, statistically, the way the game is run, is the second fastest. Yeah, I know. It's not right. I know. Floor 5? Come on! It's floor 5! Yay! What's really amusing is you can save the arrow, just you can life it. Dallahan can be one-shotted with life. Basically almost every enemy in this tower except for the birds, the wizards, and the chimeras can be lifed. I guess this is just the game of life. But I guess we all are punished for rolling 10s. Well, for spinning 10s in this game. As well. What's you call? Oh yeah, I guess Pazuzu is the fun police. It really doesn't want us to go fast. Eh. I'd say between them, both, they'll do good. Now, the jerk bird, the most annoying thing in the game, oh good. Now he remembers to flip that switch. So we've got one Pog Champ and one... What would you call floor 5? Not the Pog Champ. Not some Baby Raids. How about some... I guess chat can help me out with this. What would you call a floor 5? You're not the champ. You're not the you know, you didn't get the Baby Rage. What would you call it? I guess I could call it. Oh, you're not runner-up. You're not getting something horrible. Oh no, Mal better be careful. Can they get the exit off? No! No! Rip! Come on, bird. We want to see you get burned. Burn! Burn! Well, let's see. Technically, if they wanted, they could go after and pick up Excalibur. I mean, it is technically Ben's best weapon in the game. Which, oddly enough, why does Pazuzu have Excalibur? Why does Pazuzu have Excalibur? Where the hell did he steal Excalibur from? I'm not sure on that one. Yeah, it's okay. We've got SRL time, so that'll help. It looks like Mal is, well, having to take this fight slowly due to Pazuzu being a jerk like always. But it's the whole factor. It's the jerk bird. It's the bird that loves to give you the finger. It's the whatever you want to give him a nickname for. In fact, let's come up with a good nickname for him. Start spamming ideas in there. Start spamming ideas. Let's come up with a good mean nickname for him. The Gatekeeper? No, that's Za. Or Zoo. Flying rodent with wings? Nah, I think that's an insult to a Pidgey. Well, not so much a Pidgey, but yeah, an actual pigeon. The King of the Pigeons? Nah. Let's see. Yeah, I'd call him Mr. T because he's got all the change on him, but that would be an insult to Mr. T. I pity the fool! I pity the fool doesn't get a floor 6! Thunder Chicken? Nah. Wouldn't call him Mega Ultra Chicken either. Wonder what Yoda would say in this. Work it on. There's no try. Maybe. Yeah, that's why you failed. You didn't get a floor 6. That's why. Yes, the SRL timer still is running. And yes, that is how we will determine it because of that. Malle picking up and finishing their Pazuzu fight. Mika working through theirs. You'll notice leaving that one chest that is right by us. That's because that contains the Sun Coin. Sorry, not the Sun Coin, that's for the fire area. The Sky Coin. Yeah, Earth Coin, River Coin, Sun Coin, Sky Coin. Why couldn't they just call it the Earth, Wind, Fire, Water? Where's Heart? So we can actually form Captain Planet and actually destroy the final boss real easily. But you'll notice us. He goes, "Hey, that sandwich you dropped is back." I don't know about the rest of you. I'm not a fan of Reuben, but that's my personal preferences. You'll see Malle here use that cure potion under flowing it, suddenly getting a Thunder Rock. Apparently, Otto's been looking for a Thunder Rock so he can let us go through and, well, Bob opened this part that Phoebe accidentally prevented us from doing it. Now you see Ruben's like, "Here, I got this! Throwing a mega grenade! I got it! Catch!" And you'll see us walk across the Rainbow Road, which the comment, "Why walk when you can teleport?" doesn't really apply here. It's more, why walk when you can use a go-kart? Why not just call him the Joker Bird? Oh no, wait, that's an insult to the Joker. And I don't know about the rest of you, but that's also an insult to one of the greatest villains of all time. Now, Malle entering Mac's ship, which, oddly enough, is filled with monsters. Oh, where is Captain Mac? Where could he be? I heard he ran away from things. So let's go see what we see. Oh god, why the hell am I doing this horrible stuff? That. Now you see Mika talking to Otto as well. You know, finding their sandwich that they dropped, suddenly walking up to them. They had a problem earlier, and they had to stop their timer, because they paused it for something and then had to restart it. But it's all good. Mika walking the Rainbow Road because they apparently couldn't hitchhike with a go-kart. Malle climbing the mast, which, oddly enough, you can't do anything on the mast. You cannot even heal. Mika going to get Captain Mac's hat. Conveniently enough, Kaylee has Captain Mac's hat, and why couldn't she have given it to us earlier? I don't know. I mean, it's Captain Mac's hat. It's a pirate hat. Was Captain Mac a pirate? I never heard of him. But then again, if he's Captain Mac, then where's Cheese? Where's Cheese? Oh yeah, that's right, Cream has him. Now they're both on the ship. Just about caught up to each other again. Shoutouts again to Mal for actually, deciding to wait. Big props. Very big props. Now, we're into the lower parts of Mac's ship. Still looking for the captain. Where is he? Is he out trying to find Captain Crunch? No. Maybe he's out getting a Big Mac? Nah. I think maybe... maybe getting some Long John Silvers? I mean... there's this build-up to this Captain Mac. When you finally meet him, it's like, oh, hey, so why are you hiding from all these monsters? That's not even answered. Then again, the very first line in the game, said by Ben is, my village is gone! And we've never heard anything since. If every one of your friends and family are suddenly gone, what are you gonna do? I mean, you're homeless, you're friendless, you're, penniless. And now you'll see us exit from the ship. And, oh yeah! Oh, please, for the love of God, is what we're thinking. Don't let this guy join our party. And now, as you can see, Ruben's been hurt. In fact, Ben here will personally say, well, Ruben's hurt. It's kind of amusing that they decided to walk all the way back to the inn before trying to get him medical attention. And now Phoebe joins, which is basically our last partner for the game. Well, for the game. But not our true last partner. Shoutouts to everybody that knows who that is and why we hate them. Now, Mal going up to the steering wheel, and as Captain Mac said, how do you, when Ben asked him how do you steal his ship, you press the A button. Yeah, that's how you steer a ship. That's how you sail on a ship. You just press the A button on it. Chat, have you ever seen an A button on a ship? I mean, I've seen a ship, but never never an A button ship. I wonder, does it also have an up ship, a down ship, a left ship, a right ship, a AB ship, an AV ship, a scholarship? And now both of them are going to be entering the tower. Will we see the actual shield picked up? Looks like Mal's going for it. Yay! Mal grabbing the Aegis shield. Which is essentially a huge time saver. Although it costs us a minute to pick it up. It is the only thing in the game that gives us protection from Petrify. Mind you, the only thing that gives protection from instant death is on restaurant, and honestly, there are times when us as runners wish we could basically, tie them up, steal that, and give it to our other partners so we won't die. I can't hear the music because we don't get that. Feasel, the crowd's asking for Doom Castle music, if possible, please. Now, the amusing thing is, this fight is really amusing. This boss, unlike a normal boss, they forgot to put the boss flag on, so we can one-shot this boss. Does Malle remember that? I don't know. Yes, they do! Now, what's really amusing is either exiting or life will work on this boss. Surprisingly enough, the Flavorsaurus Rex, you can't use life on. The undead copy of it that essentially is just it giving a palette swap can use life on. If you're wondering why we can't use it on the Flavorsaurus Rex, it's because they just forgot to code that part correctly. Mind you, I am a fan here of fights like this just straight up using life on the Cerberus. Because the Cerberus can actually can actually petrify us. However, it is susceptible to life. The Guardian of the Underworld is susceptible to life. The squids, I'm not sure about. The balding, woman that basically is bent over, as you can see on Rika's screen, is the ninjas are. Apparently ninjas don't like to live. There's a lot of enemies in here that are very susceptible to life. Let's start a count, shall we? We have the Dollahans and the Ninja, that's 2. Yes, life will one-shot them. Which is very useful on those enemies that can outright, as you see on Malle's side, Doom Dance you, on the rare occasion. And Rika opted for the Blizzard strats. A very rare shown off strat, but always worth seeing. Next, you have these giant ice crabs. Not sure about them either. I know the little genie dude, little Cyclops with a sword, can be left. So that brings the total up to 3. The first 2 bosses, I know the first one can, the second one I think can as well, but don't quote me. Doom! 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 It's the Goom! It's the Goon Kids Doom Castle! Now let's see. Oddly enough, this is where you get to see the revisits and the rehashings of all the areas we've been to. Right now you'll see the Ice Pyramid area. The previous floor was the redone Bone Dungeon. Now what's really amusing is that all the areas here, well, programmers got lazy by this time. They kinda didn't, want to really care and didn't want to actually program in the new mobs, so we're fighting original enemies. and they're all pretty weak now. So, yeah, we can actually get, well, survive these fights. And in fact, get first strikes on these enemies. And Mal barely beating the enemy first. They're in sync! They're in sync! Mal the first out, headed up this area. Now this area is special. This area is when the game decides to just take everything you've done, throw it out the window. I don't remember us going to a fire area. I don't even know where this is in the game. Oh, wait, what's that? What's that you say? There's a volcano area? Oh yeah, that's right. There's the fire crystal that we choose to ignore. That, we usually have Ruben for. Heard it's got good music. Heard it has. This is when I just love using life. Every enemy in this section, save the boss, can die to life. Every enemy in this area. But still. Mika. At least they survived the fight. Yeah. I still prefer my strat of lifing one of the enemies and just having Ben flare them. That's my personal choice as well. It does help cut down on the ailment possibilities. And well, it's life. Yes, there's a chance of you missing, but by this point of the game, it's rarer. It's a lot rarer. Ooh, Mal getting the 2 Cerberus fight where Mika getting the 3. It's the small things that the game will throw at us that will determine it. We still have the second Jerk Bird, the giant Pokemon, the one mob to rule them all, the one mob to find us, one mob to bring them all, and well, the darkness binds you and prevents you from beating the game. And speedrunning it too. And they're both at this boss, which I don't remember fighting. I know neither of our runners remember fighting. This 2-headed dragonish thing? It's a worm. So yeah, it is a dragon. Anyway, we just tend to use white and meteor on it. And just keep up the struggle on that one. And whatever happened to when you outright would just, well, use, when did you actually just remove an entire monster's head, and then it went from having 2 heads to 1 head, and then having its entire neck disappear? I don't know. I just don't remember that one. I don't remember having, ever hearing of a mythological beast that lost heads and lost necks. I know a Hydra actually, cut off 1 head and it gets 2 more. What's the reverse of a Hydra? A Hydra? I have no clue. And now, the first to get done their 2-headed worm fight. I won't call it the Jerk Bird 2. Mind you, I've actually had a good Jerk Bird 2. Only had 1 death, and, well, even then. But this is going to be a close one. This is going to be a close one. And Mal forgetting that they can fall. Yeah, unlike the real area which it's based off of, you can fall. You can fall. And now remembering that you can fall. Stopping to check the guide, make sure they're on the right way. Maybe pulling up a map. Mika going through all of the fight. Almost done. Trying to think of what to do because they're out of whites. That's the way. But they're both. But chat, you're right. The giant Pokemon, the psychic type Pokemon, will be the actual decider. The Zazu. Which is why I still say I wish I could find a Pokeball in this game to basically throw it at them. At least it doesn't say its name constantly. Ah, now, getting hit with the Doom Dance. Why flare when you can life? Why white when you can life? I'm such a fan of using life in this area. Ah, I have never seen the snow crab in this section. I have never seen the snow crab in this section. I did not even know that was possible. I have seen Ben outspeed Phoebe 2 here, but I have never seen the snow crab in this section. I have to ask about that one, if how rare they have seen that one, if at all. They're both, you know, catching up. They're both neck and neck. It all comes down to Zoo. To Za. To Za. To Zoo. To Zazu. To Pazuzu. This will decide it all. The true Pog Champs and Baby Rages. The dreams and hopes. I know, I prefer life against most of these mobs because, hey, I can use Flare! I can use life on the ones that cause me the most status problems. And then I'll use Flare to finish them off because BB still tends to go first. And these mobs still petrify if you didn't take the shield or paralyze. Well, not so much paralyze, but I really am a fan of just lifing the Cerberuses. As well. Why Arrow when you can life? Why White when you can life? I won't say why Flare when you can life either, because, well, we never learned life. We never learned life. We did. We never learned life. And I don't know what's up. Mika's stream. Is it the internet? Nah. I guess you could say we kind of want to go out and order some KFC. I mean, that's what we want to do to the bird. We kind of want to turn it into something else. I'm sure Mika's still streaming, you know, still playing the game. I don't know why their stream went to potatoes. I mean, it's a potato right now. It's a giant potato right now. Hopefully we'll get them back real soon. But as for now, let's just focus on Malle and their giant bird fight. Use the cure! Nah, you know what you call him? This is what I just call him, the freaking Pokemon. This is Za or Zoo. You pronounce it either way. That's what I said. It's a Zazu! Anybody got a Pokeball I could borrow? Could I go find the actual, Pokemon Red, / Blue any percent tournament? Just go snag a Pokeball off them? Can I snag the Master Ball and throw it at him? Could that work? Now, like Pazuzu, or Pazuzu, Zazu, however you want to call him, has the same ability, you know, with his Like Seal. However, they try to use it offensively. Oddly enough, though, the game programmers really didn't program that. So, yeah, even hitting us with it only does about 1 damage, maybe 2 on a crit. Oddly enough, Phoebe's. You know, it's because Zazu is a bird, we'll hurt him. Oh god, Zoo Suit. Shoutouts to the 1920s. Shoutouts to the Zoot Suits. Don't know what happened. Hopefully they will get back up. And we'll know what's happening. This is a sad way for things to happen. And Malle getting done their Zazu fight. Just about to go to the real. Oh, God, not like this. Not like this! Bad problems all day. Come on, you can finish this! You can finish this! You can finish this! Malle making their way to the Dark King. Now, this is why we picked up Cure. This is why we picked up Cure. Because Cure does not have a limit to how much we can cure. The final boss is weak to cure. So, we cure him to death. As you will see here, we deal over 20k of damage. Which, as the boss says, is this all you can muster? Is it? Is it? Is it? And let's get some GGs in chat for Malle with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 58 seconds. Improving their race PB by 8 minutes and 15 seconds. GG Mal. I hope you do finish this off. I hope you do. And let's see if Al wants to come in for a post-race interview. Let's see. Trying to see if I can manage to get our winner in here for a post-race interview. Looks like they'll be in a minute. Mika's stream finally back up. Wow. Okay, folks, just give me a minute. As we get our winner in here, we got taking on their their zoo fight. Ah, there we go.
Oh, hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, how does it feel?
Fine, I guess. I wasn't really expecting to win, but...
You won!
I guess.
I know. All the small things on that one, but... Congratulations!
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, you improved your race PB time, too.
Yes, it did. 8 minutes.
Hey, I still have to drop down to below A230. Well, hey, it was good enough for me to actually want to submit it. But still,
Mikan had an issue with exit. And
yes, yes. The caster's curse strikes again.
Were you saying you have to be careful when menuing or something?
Yes. Some players prefer to use your partner for healing versus using, your main character because of the possibility of hitting exit.
Yeah, I just take my time in that menu.
I know, so do I. It looked like you were having a few problems, here and there, remembering, some of the things, but you did good. Did you have Elmegus' guide up?
I actually took his guide and I made it like a bullet point that I could understand, because it's a good guide, but when you're trying to race, it's not good for referencing because it's so detailed.
Yeah, I know. And because just about on their way to the Dark King right now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. You sound nervous. Don't be. I know with everything that happens.
It's just how I talk.
I understand that. I do. I mean, if you go back and listen to my commentary, it's just like, try to do the best I can.
Well, solo commentary is pretty hard, I think, for 2 hours and a half.
Yeah, it is. You just gotta try to, come up with as many crazy, and fun things as you can do.
Definitely.
And because on the Dark King right now, so let's cheer them on.
Yeah, kick him in the butt.
Did you cure him in the butt?
That too, I guess.
Well, it's the villain that, really don't like, but it's still good. It's still good. Personally, I was shouting so much, it's just like, because one thing I learned, recently, most of the mobs in the tower, you can just life away.
That is true, yes.
It's, I'm a fan of just, okay, let's use life, let's just use life. Right now, because having a few problems
I think the issue
there.
With life is that it can miss sometimes. So that can be annoying.
I know.
Man, this Dark King's being a jerk.
Yeah, it is. But I think... No, that is not it. Almost got it. I think they're trying to figure out what to do now themselves, or is that... Was, Steam problems again?
Oh, they're level 23. Oh no. That's weird. That is weird.
It's, from what I've heard, if you get to that, you have to do different strats.
I actually did this in one of my runs. Practice runs. Just completely flipped it up.
Yeah, I know. Basically, I'm basically one of those players myself who's just basically been, okay, how can I break this game? How can I actually see about trying to improve it for everybody and make it, better strats? I've actually got finished testing my alt strats that get to the Venus Shield just after exit, which is kind of useful. And looks like it's done it. With an official SRL time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 29 seconds. GG. GG. I'll see if they want. Yep, I'll see if they want to join come in for an interview as well.
Oh man.
Looks like they don't want to right now, which is
I was hoping we could chat with him, but
Yeah. But after a run like that, there's just sometimes where it's just like, you need to walk away slowly. You just need to back up, take a deep breath, and walk away slowly.
yeah, by all means, they should have won that. To be honest.
I know. But this does make a group stage exciting, and even more exciting.
I guess so. I actually can't find Dan's show, so I don't know what's gonna happen there. Been looking for him the past 3 days, and I haven't seen him online.
I know he will be on the regular Discord, not just the tournament one, because we have an entire freaking long-ass thing on theory, crafting for this game that he's actually a part of, as am I, and as is a bunch of us. Just on random ideas to try to break this game further, and how can we actually break the tower?
That will be the day. I look forward to this run and getting below 2 hours, because 2 hours is the point where I'm like, start to lose focus. I just start getting bored, I guess.
Hey, for me, this is why I just started to decide, okay, I'm going to start trying to crack this game. I don't like to practice much, so, okay, I'm going to create a few save states, and I'm just going to mess around with these different things, mess around with the inventory glitches and that stuff, and see what the hell I can come up with. I mean, if you go back and watch my second-to-last race, I threw commentary for a curveball by picking up items in the wrong order.
I did see that.
Yeah,
that was an interesting one, for sure.
Yeah, and that was just one of them. I've got a better one now that actually... Okay, I only give up time because I have to actually go pick up an actual 0 cure potions in Aqua and just essentially use that to convert heals into another set of cures to be able to pick up another set of heal potions to pick up a second set of refreshers to essentially give me the Venus Key, the Thunder Rock, and the Sun Coin early. Then again, it does allow me the ability to actually take Tristram 2 to meet Tristram 1, which is kind of funny. Yeah. I actually took time in my PB because I made a dumb mistake, not realizing that, and just walked over. It's like, I'm in Fireberg, I've got Tristram 2. Hey, there's Tristram 1. I'm going to go talk to him. Because I can, because of the actual irony of that. But yeah, best part, the run itself was actually pretty good. Any parts in particular that you were happy about?
I don't know. I killed Zoo before he got to the bent over pose, so that was nice.
Him lying on the ground?
Yeah, he just died suddenly. I was like, oh, cool.
Do you call him Zoo or Za?
Because it's Pazoo Zoo. It's not
I know.
Pazoo.
Hey, I just call him Zazu. Because, well, it's both pronunciations, and it reminds me of the Pokemon, which is why I'll make the joke of, can I find a Pokeball somewhere so I can actually just catch him and avoid the fight?
That'd be nice, yeah.
Well, and then, or do it on Pazuzu and then throw Pazuzu to battle Za.
I'd rather catch Dual Hands so we can just doom dancing. Easy peasy.
Yeah, Dual Hand's funny on the fact of you can use life on him, he's just resistant to it. Yet every other one isn't.
I didn't know that.
There's some things that players just don't want to try or just forget on that one. I mean, life may miss, but by the time you're in the tower, you kind of just I'll wing it, because, well...
I got really lucky in tower. I got, super lucky.
Yeah. I mean, you're like me on the fact of... Was checking to see if you had a floor 6 early intentional or by accident?
Did I check it early?
Yeah, you went through the upper staircase, which lets you immediately know.
That's what I usually do, so I don't know.
Hey, it's the same for me. I mean, I've only recently been taking the lower one just because it gives you it just gives you one less fight, but you have the, okay, God, please be a floor 6, please be a floor 6, please be a floor 6. And I'm just I'd rather just know. I'd rather just straight up know so I can actually avoid some of the hassle.
That's nice. I was actually thinking, did I remember to talk to him on 3rd floor? But yeah.
I know for myself, I'm a fan of just talking to him on the 1st floor. Just for the fact of, I get a free reroll. If he lands on 3, I can talk to him again and get a reroll. And despite the fact that though he's on flurry, you essentially know you can skip 6. But still. Yeah. No, it really does do some stuff in my opinion. But that's my opinion on that one. But still. So, are you looking forward to your next race?
I guess so. If I can get it. Like I said, I haven't seen Dan's show in a few days. And Sunday is coming up closer and closer.
I know, that one, you'll probably be able to get in touch with him. I just PM him and see what happens.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope Mikan wins the next 2, because I was expecting to go to 0-3 and just be done. Say, hey, I participated, I'm cool. I didn't expect to actually win a race.
Hey, just like me, but then again, I've enjoyed it. I mean, I timed, just like, hey, I got below a sub 30. I mean, sub 230. I'm gonna, got like around that. It's just like, I'm gonna submit this, just for the simple fact of, well, the average time for this game is 10 hours. I've cut 3/4 of that off. I think I'll submit this. Even if I'm not the highest on the leaderboard, I will submit it just for the simple fact of I took 3/4 of it, average time off for average players. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, I would say so.
And it's just the whole fact of this game, as annoying as it can be. I mean, have you enjoyed running this game and learning it?
I guess so, yeah. I had fun learning it with Mikan and Type Blow. He's in a different group than us, but
I know.
We all learned the game together.
Hey, same here. I started learning it, a week out before the tournament?
Yeah, we waited till way too late.
It's okay! It is okay! I mean, the simple fact is that all of us, newer runners, as long as we've enjoyed it and learned it and possibly, helped the community grow, it's been good. I mean, heck, I know a few people that have actually picked up the game and have actually signed up for the upcoming FF Relay to try to specifically run Mystic Quest.
I don't think I'll be looking forward to the relay. I'm not going to play in it, but I mean,
hey,
I'll watch it.
Hey, I'm gonna sign up for it just for the simple fact of I've got strats I want to show off, and they're actually good strats. I mean, heck, I figured out a way to get the Venus Shield without having to backtrack, which can also allow you to cut off the entire walk back from Fireberg and just warp straight to Aqua. That's sort of, I think, reasonable. I've just got to make some tests now. I mean, that's one thing I've said before, and I'll say again. If you're interested in tinkering around with a game, and you want to actually just spend some time just trying some crazy ideas, this game is great for you. This game is so good for that. Because it's one of those games, you're going to have to run it all the way through, if you truly want to take advantage of it. But it's fun.
It is fun. Yes, it's a fun game.
Despite it being a beginner's RPG, there are parts of this game that are amazingly, done well. Like the music.
The music, the sprites, everybody loves those, yes.
And then you've got the whole parts of, with some of the things like the item stuff, it's just not so much. It's the walls are actually coded well, else we would have found a clip somewhere to get into frickin' Doom Castle early and just pick up the Aegis Shield. It's if we could find a way for that one, that would help. I mean, it wasn't until 2013 that they even found the item underflow glitch?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't until around there that they actually found it. But that just goes to show you. This game, you know, you will find out some amusing things about this. And it's worth just tinkering around with.
And there might be some undiscovered potential in there.
Hey, why do you think I've been tinkering around with it for fun? I'm not an expert yet on it, but if anybody wants to know anything exactly with the item stuff, underflowing the menu and stuff, I've tinkered around with it for over 5 to 6 hours, just straight up, just in total, just testing out different things, and I'm still not done with it. But I still can't believe you two managed to get this race together in, what, under a couple hours?
We talked about it last night, and it was originally going to be for like 6, but then Fiesel said the channels were busy. So we just said, well, whenever.
Yeah.
Whenever they're free, just let us know and we'll do it.
Yeah. Shout outs again to Fiesel for helping, you know, get this thing together. And for this, you know, for getting this, giving us some time to actually beg and borrow one of the Speed Gaming channels so we could actually get this restream off and this match off for everyone to enjoy.
Absolutely. Fiesel does a great job. Works harder than anybody.
Hey. The Into the Past Randomizer tournament basically called him a robot. I call him Data, just because he's a robot that can actually feel human emotions.
Yes. That's act, I would say. Okay, well, that was fun. I'm kind of sad Mikan didn't join us for commentary, but GD to them. Sorry they had that exit issue on Pazuzu Tower.
Yeah,
well,
they are. Yeah. Though I do have to give you, you know, huge props for actually willing to wait for them.
Oh, I had to use the bathroom. I didn't.
Oh.
I wasn't waiting for them. I was sick. I was sick. I had to throw up.
Sorry. Sorry to hear that. But no, it was one of those things. It's just like, even despite that, you know, all of chat was giving a huge props for waiting for them, even if you weren't feeling good. You know, it's one of those things. It's just like it's the honorable thing to do.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do if you actually make the bracket stages? Are you going to buckle down and practice more?
I'm going to forfeit and let somebody else do it.
No forfeiting.
I don't know. Probably play and then lose twice and then peace out if I have to.
What? You really don't like this game that much, or you just want to
I like this game. I like this game. I don't think I'm worthy to be in like the group stage or the bracket stage.
Hey! That's how I feel exactly. I'd rather be the person that actually is like, look, I know I'm not going to be the one to break, you know, the record, but I'll give you all the tools for it. I know I probably won't be able to, but here's all the tools for it. Here's all the stuff for it. You guys take this and you guys actually make it better. Because here's all the stuff. Just go for up from there. That's sort of how I am with some games on that one. Mind you, I am going to enjoy the upcoming, you know, Link to the Past Randomizer tournament and the Super Metroid Randomizer tournament.
I'm definitely going in the Link and the Past one for sure.
It's open mode. It's open mode.
I don't care.
I love open mode on that one, and in fact, I've literally taught a few of the players in the 2v2 tournament, just giving them a basic route strategy for it. You know, just here's some basic thoughts, here's some stuff to go through, just like, here's what you should think of. Once you got this down, just, you can go from there. You know, just those basic ideas. But that's dragging off on another subject. Anyway, GG again, I guess, and well, Ika is not really wanting to join us, I guess. Unless you've got anything else to add, I guess that's it for us tonight.
Follow MikansBox, follow me, follow Magius, follow everybody, follow Speed Gaming.
Yeah, definitely follow Speed Gaming if you're a fan of, you know, a lot of the upcoming races. I mean, God, I know there's a lot coming up. In fact, give me a minute and I'll actually pull up the speed gaming, events, which I'm not sure about the command for, so let's see, some of the upcoming things. Well, right now you've got the Mega Man X3 tournament, which there was one on earlier today. Ours, Link to the Zelda 2, the Super Metroid Random Tournament, the Pokemon Red 80% glitchless, which has actually been fun to watch. Majora's Mask 80% tournament, Donkey Kong Country all stages event. Let's see. Oh, I think that's some of the past ones too. Yeah, it probably is. But yeah, some of the other things coming up later this year. Starting the 28th, we've got a Castlevania 4 80% tournament. For all of you fans out there that loved, vampire hunting and the Belmont clan plus the vampire killer, be sure to tune into that. And in fact, if you want to, there's still time to sign up for that one. Then you also have New Super Mario Bros. Wii 80% tournament starting August 7th, which will be fun. Right here on Speed Gaming. Make sure to check that one out too. Along with a Metroid Fusion 100% tournament starting on the 14th of August. Which, if you're a fan of Metroid, also, I might consider that one, though I'm probably going to be considering the next one, which is a Link's Awakening. 80%, no save and quit, no out of bounds, and no wrong warp tournament. God, that's a mouthful.
All awesome.
Then you have an Earthbound one coming up. No clue what the percentage on that one. But then, starting September 16th, you'll have the Link to the Past Randomizer Fall Tournament. I know we're all looking forward to sign-ups from that one. Will we actually get more than the number of people that entered the original one?
Probably. I'm going to say definitely, actually.
They had over 100 in the original one, so I'm betting you we will. I know there was a stat sheet around on the Discord with that, but that's neither here nor there. That's drawing away from FF Mystic Quest. So I guess for myself, HS1, for, how do you pronounce your name?
Malle.
Malle? For Malle, for Monica. Sorry, I'm not good with names. And for Fiesel and for everybody else here at Speed Gaming, good fight. Sorry. Good night. Have fun. Enjoy speedrunning. In fact, highly recommend checking out this game and other games. And until next time.
Bye-bye.
May the light crystal protect you, and may you not drop your sandwich over a cliff.